Good evening. This is Story Time with Max Power. Sorry, good afternoon. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to start a YouTube page. I started a YouTube page, and I'm posting this on my Facebook first, then posting on YouTube later. And I'm gonna start posting links so people can follow it later on. Um, I'll get into the details later on, but right now, this is part two of how I got this scar. Now, I already basically said how I got the scar. My friend John and I got really drunk at the strip club. He just beat the shit out of me, and he was punching my head barefisted, and he cut my head open. Don't worry, this is tobacco, in case you're wondering. And but the story does not end there. The aftermath is basically this. Like I said, I woke up the next morning. I saw the blood on my face. I remembered what happened, bits of it. John wakes up. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm fine. We both have to work the next day. James, person in question, if you don't remember, he's the one that tackled John off me. He was off that day. Now we get to work. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's funny because James was off that day. Nobody else was there besides me and John. And I'm sure you can guess what I'm about to say next. Yes, everybody knew about the fight. John goes to the kitchen. I go to the bar. I'm setting up. He's setting up. We're doing what we do. We go through the shift. Throughout the shift, I'm constantly getting questions. Dude, what the fuck happened? What happened? You and John got no fight. Are you all still friends? What started the fight? Here's the thing: is that only a few of those questions I will answer. One, I was able to say yes. John and I are still friends. It's not a big deal. We're guys. We're both drunk. Shit happens. It's okay. Their face of shock was blowing my mind because I thought, like, but this has not happened to anybody else. Like, I thought that's just how dudes are. Like, we forgive each other. It's, shit happens. But anyway, I'm pretty sure he was getting the same questions in the back. So the whole day, though, we're trying to figure out what the fuck started the fight. Neither of us can remember. So bear in mind, I drove. John didn't have a car at the time, and we didn't live close. We didn't live far from each other. So I give him a ride home. We're still trying to remember what the fuck started the fight. Finally, John's like, dude, James. James was there. He was sober. He wasn't with us at the club. He will know. So I called James up, and I had him on speakerphone. I said, James, I'm here with John. Everything's cool. Don't worry. We have a question for you. Do you remember what happened last night? And he's like, yeah, John beat the shit out of you. I was, yes, yes, yes. We both acknowledge that. But what we both want to know is what started the fight. James bursts out laughing. After a good 5 minutes, when he finally finishes, he's like, okay, are you all being serious? And we're both like, yes, seriously, what started the fight? Now, here's the thing, is that backstory. Some of you know this, some of you don't. I'm very big into Dragon Ball Z. It's a Japanese anime. There's a character in the show named Vegeta, and I love his backstory because he was a villain in the beginning, became a hero. He's just a badass. John's back history, he idolized Han Solo from Star Wars, the original trilogy. Okay, and the reason I need to say that is because here's what happened. James explains to us that at one point we started arguing on who was a better hero character as far as the storylines go in the case of Dragon Ball Z and Star Wars. Now, when you hear that sober, it makes absolutely no sense. The funny thing about it is that even drunk, it makes absolutely no sense. I'm hearing this right now, and I'm thinking to myself, God, that's fucking stupid. Because we were arguing about things that are completely unrelatable. Some of you want to argue and say, "Oh, sure they can." No, 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 no. Don't just stop right there. No, it was two guys. They just got really drunk, and we're basically was like, "No, I'm right, you're wrong." That's all there is to it. And because we were so drunk and both, we're both alphas, a fight broke out, and John gave me the fucking scar in my head. Now, the moral of the story is very simple. One, people do fucked up shit when they're fucked up. But more importantly, it's very easy to forgive somebody regardless of the consequences. Because, like I said, I have a scar on my head to remind me, hey, you know what, man? Sometimes we do stupid shit. But it's not that big a deal. And it makes for a good story. That's all I want to say for now. Stay tuned. I do plan to put up more stories. Give you some suggestions. Like I said, I'm a man with a billion stories. You know, you give me a subject, I will give you a story. I even have a story about that. So until next time, Max Power out. Y'all be safe out there. But more importantly, be grateful.